Hello everyone, as in my earlier video you have seen that how we drove to New Mexico from Texas. So as promised, I have come with a new video where I'll be showing how much we enjoyed the white sands. As in my last video, I have already shown few of the landforms that New Mexico has, but today I'll be showing only one landform, that is the white desert. And this desert is particularly different from any other desert because it contains gypsum sand, which is light in weight, it reflects light and it does not absorb heat. In this video I'll start with the day 2, and as we woke up in the morning we were about to get the free breakfast which was to be provided by the hotel where we were staying. Unfortunately, in this criteria also the hotel miserably failed. The staff there told us that it was not possible for them to provide the free breakfast on that day, so we had to go to the McDonald's which was nearby. Here also the options were very limited. In fact, the fries were not available. That was a real surprise for us. After having breakfast, we came back to the hotel again. Still in our hotel room and we are about to start our journey to the white sand. As we started approaching the white sands, we could see the mountains in front of us. Till this point of time, there was no trace of sand or desert. So we were like, are you really going to the desert or are we going to any mountain, valley or hill station? It was about 53 miles from the part of New Mexico where we were staying to reach this White Sand National Park. Whenever we plan to visit a new place, at first we search for the photographs or pictures that are available online to understand whether this place is worth visiting. Next, we search for the videos to understand how to reach there, what to do, what not to, what to expect from there and where to stay. On our planning stage, we saw a lot of videos of white sands and obviously we were delighted. At the same time, we got some vital information which are necessary to visit this place, and I'm going to include those. Plus one extra point which was not there in any of the videos that we have watched so far. While planning to visit this place, you have to remember one thing, that there is the missile range by US military very close to this park. And for this reason, whenever there is any activity scheduled for this range, the park is closed down. So when we were choosing the dates to visit this place, we first checked with the schedule of this missile range and then planned for it. As we started seeing the glimpse of white sand, suddenly a barricade on the road was seen and the vehicles were directed to move to a different direction, and the road was heading towards a checkpoint. This checkpoint is maintained by Department of Homeland Security under US Customs and Border Protection. Cameras were there and the security guards asked for our passports, and since we are not US citizens, so we had been asked to show our visa as well. And we could enter the visitor center of White Sand National Park. Here the tickets are not available. The ticket counter is somewhere else, but here you can have the information, and there is a video which is shown every half an hour at this visitor center to make you aware of the things that you should do and you should not while you are inside the national park. Just beside this visitor center you can have the ticket counter. You need to pay $25 per vehicle. After traveling for a few minutes inside this park, the road becomes fully covered with sand, and this sand is so light that if you keep your car window open, then this will obviously enter your car just like dust. You will be given a map from the ticket counter, and this map describes the various ways where you can drive through or walk. Since we are going there for the first time, so we needed company, and that's why we wanted to start our journey from the picnic area. This is because of the fact that we did not want to get lost. Our mobile phones were not working because there was no network, and it's very easy to lose the track of directions inside a desert. Since it was a cloudy day and the reflection of the blue sky was on white sand, so it appeared to be blue as well. This was the picnic area where the tables were set under the shades. There were portable restrooms and dustbins so that the park remains clean. When we reached this place, it was about 12:30 and it was all filled up. So we parked our car at one place and we started to explore this area by walking. Here my son started sliding, but he did not have any sledge for that, so he was doing it all by himself. It was very windy out here. Our sunglasses were not just for protecting our eyes from the sands which were going to flow inside because of this strong wind, but also to protect our eyes from the reflective sand. Though it was cloudy, but still the sand appeared to be extra white there.
You see these pebbles? Well, sandstone actually. You see the sandstone? This will become sand in a few seconds. Ta-da! These sandstones are made from sand, which have very weak bonds. And just a little bit of force can knock these things out.
My son started experimenting with the things that he could find there, and my daughter was playing with her dad. This area showed a little bit of vegetation. This means that this area can be inhabited by some rodents or maybe rattlesnakes. So it was not a prudent decision to go barefoot here. In this White Sand National Park, there is a 30-minute sunset stroll tour with the park ranger, and he is going to show the visitors from where you are going to get the best picture of the sunset. All you have to do is to get to the point from where this stroll starts at 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Initially, we had a plan to go with that tour since the sun was not showing up properly due to clouds. So we thought of calling off this plan. At that time, the temperature was going down drastically, so we decided to come back. And on our way back, we saw this fantastic view of the sunset. We had a plan to dine at an Indian restaurant nearby, and we found the Taste of India where thali system was available. Since I came to US, this was the first time I was having this thali system in any Indian restaurant. There was another specialty of this place. In general, the Indian restaurants here remain open till 9 p.m. We were about to reach there at 6:50 p.m. and this was getting closed at 7 p.m. So while reaching there, we called them and asked them to book our seats. In our thali, we had lot of the things: chicken curry, mutton curry, dal makhani, rice pudding, rice, salad and naan. Since we are the last customer, so we were given complimentary tea. So when we were heading towards our hotel, as you can see, the sky was full of colors, and we just hoped that we did not miss much as we could not see the sunset on the dunes. Keep watching while I wait for my next trip.